行かないぞ。そう。
And almost by accident, he's challenging the notion of where people and their souls begin and end.
こっちはこれぐらいは大丈夫。これ触られた感じはないんだ。
Ishiguro brings a companion along for his interview. Himself.
This is my Android. This is the Geminoid.
Ishiguro uses silicone, steel, and mold impressions of his own body to create a life-sized version of himself, one that could take his place in the classroom. Professor Ishiguro teaches at Osaka University. He wants to see how his students will behave when forced to interact with his android instead of himself. Ishiguro can foresee a day when his androids will not only enable people to be in two places at the same time, but to join the workforce to perform unpleasant but necessary jobs. Ishiguro has thought a lot about whether his robots could be advanced enough to be given consciousness. But the Japanese have a unique view that does not equate consciousness with a soul.
Everything has souls, the rocks and, the chairs and desks and, everything has a soul. I think that is a fundamental difference between Japan and other countries. The human is not so special for Japanese. Human is a part of nature, that's all.
Ishiguro is part of an ancient Japanese tradition of making lifelike machines. According to tradition, the soul of the creator is in the object, and in Japan it's believed the creation, too, must have a soul.
それは理論的にはね、魂がないとは言えるんです。それはそれで、日本人っていうのはどういうんですかね、魂を作り出すんですね。いわゆる盆栽にしても生け花にしてもお茶にしても全てですね、いわゆるそういう言うたら作り出すというで、僕らはこの人形を作る時に魂を入れるっていうんですね。でやはり一生懸命作るとですね、それがこう生きてるように思えてくるわけですね。
What is the soul? What is the consciousness? What is the intelligence? What is the emotions? My answer is these things are subjective. If we believe the robot has a soul, the robot has a soul. When I developed the humanoid robot, everybody said, this robot has emotion, right? But I didn't implement any function of emotion, right? So obviously, these things are subjective, not objective.
By giving robots personality and emotion, it can appear to humans as though they have souls. In Okinawa, Japan, robots called Paro are being manufactured by the thousands, each with a unique ability to learn how to react to human feelings. Paro are companions for Japan's vast population of elderly people. Known as robot-assisted therapy, the mechanical companions are equipped with pattern recognition technology that can read the mood of their owners and act appropriately to calm and soothe them. After getting to know its owner, each Paro develops a unique personality and its own emotional range. It's a computerized simulation of feelings. Professor Ishiguro's ultimate goal is to exceed Paro's emotions, to build an android that looks, moves, and talks like a real human. Apart from his Geminoid, he's created a female android that has advanced emotional expressions. Equipped with facial recognition software, it can even watch another human being on a monitor and mimic her expression. Cost $100,000 per robot. But there's a challenge.
The problem is getting more difficult. For example, the body movement. This is natural. The reaction is also natural like this, right? However, the medical doctor said this is a kind of a brain damaged person. We need to work with the brain scientists, and we need to have the deeper knowledge about the human. Then we can improve this robot.
The brain contains 100 billion neurons stretched out across 100,000 miles of dense blood vessels. Neuroscience has only begun to figure out how it all works. While some scientists actively seek to create consciousness, others are stumbling into it, almost by accident encountering the soul. In the near future, one or the other might have to answer to the question, is there something that survives the body?
Well, consciousness is mysterious, and I believe when we create non-biological systems that have that same kind of behavior and the same complexity and richness of emotional intelligence, which is also a form of intelligence, they will be conscious as well.